this week, all about the mind. So, and I quite like this one. I find this really interesting. So, ideas and suggestions for you in terms of priming our mind to get ready for the day. First one, meditation. If you're anything like me, you're going to go, oh, meditation. I can't do meditation. I can't concentrate. I can't focus. My mind wanders. I can't do it properly. I don't really get what I'm supposed to be doing. I've got you. I said all of those things as well. I found it incredibly difficult to even contemplate meditation because I'm quite fizzy. My mind's always on 3 or 4 different things at once. So I found it really, really difficult. But stick with it. It does get easier. So I did the PQ program, which is the mental fitness program that I do. And that was fabulous. So that really helped me because there's tons of meditation in that. So you have to learn it as a skill from that perspective. And I've just kept it, thankfully, and then added to it and built on it. So I'm always plugging. Hopefully it's still free, but there's an app called Balance, and that's the one that I've been using for the last month, I think. It's pretty new. They're part of the Elevate group. So I have the Elevate app, which is like a mental brain training kind of app. You do little games and puzzles and stuff like that. But they've created this meditation one as well. Really, really good. And it's free for an entire year. So if you're new to meditation or you've struggled before, have a go at that because, it doesn't cost you anything. And what have you got to lose ultimately? So it takes you through a series of meditation programs, introducing you to more skills with the meditation along the way. Really, really good. Give that a try. What else did I want to tell you about? So yeah, that's meditation. And again, like the breathing, it just gives you something to focus on in the physical. So all too often we get up, our head immediately is full of, right, I've got to send that meeting, I've got to go to that, I've got to phone that person. It's too much. We don't want to start our day like that. You've got no pause space. You've got no space to sort of acclimatize to a new day. You're just straight into it. And I used to do it myself. So I'm not being judgmental when I say that. And I'm not being kind of, this is how you should do it. I know this from experience because that's what I did for a lot of years. So I totally get it. So yes, meditation, that's the first one. There's quite a few for this section actually, so I'll breeze through because I want to try and keep these quite short and snappy for you. So the second thing is around visualization. And again, this is something that I really struggled with. So even if you just do 30 seconds, 60 seconds of visualization work, you can build on it. Start small. Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to be an expert at this stuff from the get-go. You just make your way there. It's a journey, ultimately. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy watching that little, that incremental progress, because that's part of the fun of it. If we could just be expert at everything, where would the fun be in that? Where would the challenge be in that? So visualizations are fantastic. There's tons of research that you can look up, but one of my favorite studies was where they took basketball players. They had a third of the team not do anything. They had a third of the team taking the shot, 2 hours a day, constantly taking the shot. And the third group, they had them not doing anything physical, but visualizing. So really spending the same amount of time, so 2 hours a day, which would be a lot, doing the act in their mind. So, what am I feeling? What am I seeing? What does the ball feel like in my hands? How heavy is it? What am I thinking as I take that shot? What can I smell? What sounds are going on around me on the court? All of that stuff, really immersing themselves in that process. And then they tested them all again at the end. Obviously, the third that didn't do anything different, there was no change. That's a control group. The third that were taking the shots, they had an increase of 23% improvement. Brilliant. No, 24%, sorry. 24% improvement. Great. You would expect that. If you're doing an action repeatedly, you're going to get better at it. The group that did the visualization, 23% improvement. So a tiny shade less than the group that were physically doing it. And for me, that was just kind of like mind blown, because I really believed that to get good at something, to become proficient in something, you've got to keep doing it over and over again. And that's true, but you don't physically have to do it. You can do it in your mind. Our brain doesn't differentiate between the two. Our brain just lives the process, whether it be in real time or in our imagination as part of a visualization, but the results can be just as powerful. So visualizations are fantastic. So that's something that I incorporate into my day. Third thing, affirmations, or something like emotional freedom technique. So I did some EFT, emotional freedom technique, for quite a number of months because I had some hang-ups around confidence, really, I suppose. This sort of fear of rejection that I know many of us have. So it stopped me from reaching out to people, which then makes it very difficult to build a successful business if you're always fearful of rejection from people or fearful of judgment from people. So EFT I found really helpful. It's like a series of positive affirmations that you repeat in a script. So I would do that every day. It took me like 3-4 minutes. Doesn't take a lot of time at all. Again, internet's full of it. I used Marie Holden, Houlden. She's got a YouTube channel, so by all means check her out. Lovely, lovely lady. So yeah, that's another tip. EFT, affirmations, visualizations, meditation. And the other thing that I like to do is setting my intention for the day. So I think about, what have I got planned? And I think, what do I need? What do I need to dial up? What do I need to, focus my energy and my effort on to be successful today? So I think, what meetings have I got? What conversations am I having? Who am I coaching? What kind of things have we been talking about previously that I might be needing to, draw out of them and help them with? And then I kind of think, what strengths do I need to help me with that stuff? So do I need to be really attentive? Have I got someone who's low energy and needs that boost? So do I need to kind of dial up my energy for that person? Do I need to be perseverant? Am I going to do something that I'm going to find difficult and I know that I'm going to have to, really focus my attention and pull it all out of the bag? Do I need to be quite brave? Am I doing something I'm a little bit scared about, that I need to kind of dial up that bravery and courage? So I do that, and I just pick 3 key words that I feel are going to help me to get through the day, to face those challenges. And you can incorporate that into the visualization then if you wish. So you can think about, what do I need to dial up to be most effective today? And then put that into the visualization. So see yourself on the phone being confident talking to that person. See yourself in that meeting. See yourself being determined and completing that piece of work that you really don't want to, but has got to be done today. All of that stuff. So loads for you to think about there. We've got meditation, affirmations, EFT, something like that gives you that kind of positivity, that kind of script, and setting your intention and visualizations. So loads for you to think about there, plus all the stuff that we spoke about last week. So the breath work, the hydration, the movement. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, because that's why I split it into these 3 weeks. Like I say, don't feel like, well, I'm going to have to get up like 2 hours early now to get all this done, Nick. How am I going to do that? It's not about that. It's about quality. So even if you pick one thing to do, just one thing, and it takes you 30 seconds, that's that's one little incremental step that will take you into the day that bit stronger, that bit more deliberate, that bit more purposeful. And that's what I want you to start understanding. Life is about intention and attention, being in the moment, because that's where we have the power. It's not in the future. It's not thinking about what we're going to do. It's not in the past, thinking about what we could have or should have done. It's right now. And the only way to be really effective in the right now is to give it your attention and your intention. So I'm going to end on that note. Just a reminder, I've created a brilliant workbook for you. So it covers these 3 weeks. and just gives you an opportunity to do a little bit of reflection, because that's the other thing. You might join these lives and kind of feel like, yay, I'm all good to go. And then you lose it because you're then into your day. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to give some thought to this stuff and make some changes. If you've invested this 10-20 minutes to get these tips, do something with it. Don't let that go to waste. So drop me a DM. I will send you the workbook, and it's editable, so you can do it online. You don't even need to print it out. But just do that. So it just asks you a few questions for each week, encourages you to choose some of those tools, and then evaluate it at the end of the week. So incorporate the tools, try them out, see which ones you think resonate with you, and then just go do it. And I will see you next week when we'll be talking about the heart, the spirit, the emotive side of things in terms of that morning routine. I'll give you loads more ideas in terms of how to incorporate that side into your kick-ass morning routine. And yeah, that's it.